Being told to never settle is a tall order in 2016, but OnePlus has spent the last 3 years proving that you don't need to break the bank to expect more. Just 4 months after the release of the OnePlus 3, the company decided that it could up the ante yet again for the holidays, and now it's time for our full review. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and this is the OnePlus 3T. What do you call a beautiful phone that's running all the latest and greatest hardware that can power Android? We mostly know these as flagships, but in the case of OnePlus, this is more rebellion than anything. The company prides itself in launching Flagship Killers, using the price tag as its main go-to market strategy, and so far that has actually worked. I have to admit this is my first time actively testing a OnePlus unit, and let's just say that the 3T has me very impressed. Visually, the OnePlus 3T is identical to the 3, and that's the main point of marvel. See, this phone weighs exactly the same as its predecessor, but sports 13% more battery. The guts are now more powerful with a Snapdragon 821 processor and 6 gigs of RAM, along with storage options that go from 64 to 128 gigabytes. There is still no expandable storage, but options for 2 SIM cards continue in this new variant. There's a new sapphire lens cover protecting the 16-megapixel shooter that's now improved with EIS support for the old OIS, and the new 16-megapixel selfie camera with improved low-light performance. Oh, and if you're liking the new gunmetal color option, yes, that's also a new change. Everything else remains the same. I join Juan in the opinion that the 5.5-inch 1080p optic AMOLED display isn't our favorite, and the speaker design and placement could use a little more originality to avoid muffling, but that would be nitpicking. My week with the OnePlus 3T has led me to one of the most delightful experiences I've ever had with an Android phone, and the build quality and feel in the hand play a major role in this. Now, to be honest, what I've liked most about this phone is the software. If you notice that my launcher bears a striking resemblance to the Pixel, that's because Oxygen OS is a customization dreamboat. OnePlus actually knows how to make circular folders look good, and the option for circular icons is far more standard than what we see from Google. I also love the approach from the soft keys. You can customize every single thing they do. Want to swap their order? Go right ahead. Do you prefer soft keys instead of hardware? Yes, you can do that. Want to launch the camera with a long press? Go ahead. Want to quickly multitask to your old application like you can in Nougat? Yeah, you can. Want to call the notification shade with a button? This phone won't stop you. The notification shade also has the Nougat approach of primary icons at the top that are customizable as well. There's even a functional always-on mode that triggers whenever you hover your hand. No, there is no Google Assistant, but you can set your home button to press and hold for Google Now search, and I even set double tap on the home button for Now on Tap. About the only thing missing is split window multitasking, but in everything else, bravo OnePlus. This is by far one of my favorite launchers, hands down. I've been using the OnePlus 3T for a week in New York City and Honduras, and this phone is a beast. It powers through software without a stutter, and it plays graphics-intensive games like a flagship should. Now, phone calls on either SIM slot are what I'd call average. The problem is that this is not the loudest earpiece that I've ever heard, but I wouldn't call it the worst either. Battery life is also very pleasing. I mostly tested the OnePlus 3T with just one SIM card, and it pretty much lasted through a day of moderate to heavy use. And I do love dash charging every single time, as you do get up to a full day of use for just 30 minutes on a charge. The camera experience has also proven to be relatively good for a phone in this price range. During the day, we've got deep color saturation and contrast on photos, and in low light, I can say this camera does hold its ground in comparison to some of the other flagships that it's trying to kill. Video stabilization also proves to improve in comparison to the experience of the OnePlus 3, which I found to be great. About the only spot where I'm not really impressed are in the improvements in the selfie ground, mainly because it was extremely hard to get a stable shot in low light. I'm not sure if this has to do with a software problem or anything, but sadly the selfie camera is not what I would call impressive in all its improvements in low light. Overall, even with the things that aren't really perfect, I have to admit that I am very impressed with my experience using the OnePlus 3T. For various reasons, I had never really had the opportunity to test the OnePlus in the past, but this is one phone that I'm really going to struggle moving away from. You've got great build quality, one of the best launchers I've ever tested for Android, a very good camera experience, and a price tag that's just really hard to beat for everything you're getting. Really, the closest competitor to all these specifications is a whopping $220 more expensive, and I can't really say that it's better than the OnePlus 3T. I highly recommend you buy this phone, because this is one of those experiences you just won't be able to understand unless you really give it a try. Folks, just like this, we've got more videos of the OnePlus 3T coming up, so make sure you follow us on social media and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.